Hello, hello. Looks like we are live. If can any one of you from the audience confirm me, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Who consider us not being live if I don't see any response? Thanks for confirming, people from YouTube. I know we're also streaming this in real time in other channels, so I will make sure that people who are joining from the community are also online, but looks like it's not streaming right now. Give me a few minutes to talk to our technical team and I'll come back. All right, looks like we are back online. Can people from the community give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me? Perfect. So welcome everyone. My name is Chloe. I am the enterprise sales engineer from the go-to-market team here at HeyGen. And welcome. Thank you so much for your time joining today's. Today's topic will be mainly about how to get started with one of our highest demanded products, interactive avatar. And so we have a series of events, live webinar running on our community. You are welcome to check them out. Today's topic is one of the series about interactive avatar. So the goal of this live webinar, which we run every bi-weekly, is to get you an introductory information about how to use the product, what does the product look like, and how to leverage the product for your use cases to solve your business problem. So in total, today's webinar will be 45 minutes. Just a quick agenda. I will spend roughly, and because today's me joining solo, so I'll be running this webinar a little bit short. The demo will be about 15 minutes, and we can have a dedicated Q&A session at the end after the demo. The goal is to make it, of course, a live Q&A session and to answer any of your questions. So housekeeping rules, please share your question in the Q&A section. I will take a look of them one by one at the end of the demo. So let's get started then. Let me share my screen. So what is interactive avatar if you haven't heard of from the AI video space or from HeyGen? Interactive avatar is essentially a visual AI agents to interact in real time with real-time streaming to your users. So I'm logging into our platform, and here you can see this is basically the main page when you log into HeyGen.com for interactive avatar. Here you can see we have a list of example pre-trained avatar, AI avatar templates for most commonly seen use cases. For example, people use interactive avatar for L&D, corporate training. I've seen people use it, customers from India use it for as interviewing or as a training for phone screen interview. And I've seen also customers using interactive avatar in customer support and also use it for as a visual layer for like therapists or clinics visits like pre-screening. And of course, you can see this interactive avatar can be used in educational purposes. Here we have our co-founder as a digital twin of himself, being an interactive avatar for product knowledge training. So if I start here, you see the internal test config. This is because my account is right now with some of the alpha features that you won't be able to see. But here you will have the option to choose the language you want the avatars to speak in, and you can start chatting with it in real time. Also, I would like to share you the type of interactive avatar you can create at HeyGen for your real-time streaming. So if you are thinking to add, basically I will consider interactive avatar as the face of the LLM behind the scene. So I'm sure you guys have used ChatGPT or Gemini or any kind of LLM tool before. Consider this as a visual layer that adds on top of that large language model. So you can leverage any of our public stock avatar here for free. And then basically just choose the language you want this avatar to speak in, the knowledge base you want to give to this brain, to the brain of behind the scene. Or you can also choose to create a digital twin of yourself, your employees, or any actors that you can hire to give that a really human-like digital twin of your presenters. So what you need to do is basically for custom interactive avatar. It's really simple to create a digital twin of yourself to make it like animates your postures, your facial expression, your emotion as you interact with users. You just need to upload a continuous 2 minutes video recorded with clear voice captures, clean background, and you will spend roughly in these 2 minutes 15 seconds for the listening stage, and then 90 seconds for talking stage, and 15 seconds for idle stage in front of the camera. And lastly, you will be uploading a consent, say, I'm user XYZ, I'm giving HeyGen the consent to create a digital twin of myself. And so after that, after you create the avatar, interactive avatar, you can use it for any streaming session that you would desire. So just a quick example to demonstrate what it looks like and what it's capable of. Can select, for example, talk to Marine, and I can select basically all the languages that HeyGen support and all our sub-processor support, which include 170, I believe, nowadays. You can easily configure it in such fashion and to be able to leverage it to support multiple languages. And to configure the knowledge base for essentially its the context where this avatar will be speaking in, it's also a configurable fashion where you can edit the current knowledge base or create a new one. It's really straightforward. It really takes 3 steps to create a good knowledge base. Just like any of the prompting engineering practice you had before, the clear, the more structured, precise, clear instruction that you give for the prompt for the LLM, the better quality of the output it will get. So this knowledge base will consider as a prompt to give it to the LLM behind the scene for this AI agent. And the LLM today we're using is the most up-to-date model with GPT. Well, currently it's on GPT-4, but we're constantly evaluate the newest and the best model, and Gemini 2.0 as well. Here you can give it a quick opening intro, and this will be serving as a greeting or a quick intro for your avatar to speak for your end users for any conversation. And another feature that I really like about creating a knowledge base is it not only can you give the full prompt here as you create knowledge base, you can also give more contextual information. For example, by providing a quick example will be, I have created a knowledge base, give it an opening intro, and then I give a link to a specific product knowledge on DocuSign's website. And so what it does from HeyGen is it will script all the information on this website and then give it a summary and add it as a contextual information to the knowledge base you are creating, in addition to this full prompt, of course. And to make things even easier for you, we have provided tips to create prompts, which I think is on my account. There's a glitch, but it should direct you to prompting how to give a best prompt for interactive avatar for knowledge base to get the best quality of the interactions for your users. And so, so what this knowledge base does is it will allow you to specify the type of persona for your interactive avatar, the communication style, of course, the knowledge or the domain-specific knowledge that he will possess, and like exact rules to follow, like passwords, filler words, etc., etc. And once you create a knowledge base, you will get a knowledge base ID, just like you would create a custom interactive avatar. You will get a unique identifier that will point to this specific object, which you can then later on use it as in the configurable fashion when you make API calls. But we'll cover that later. So in terms of how to integrate this interactive avatar or this real-time streaming into your existing workflow or into a brand new website or any existing website that you're looking to add this feature, we have multiple ways to integrate. First is the embeddable options, which essentially is a copy-paste style for you to copy this entire, to embed this entire interactive avatar iframe into your existing website. The least effort or integration effort is to make this as a shareable link. So if I click on that and then share this tab, this is the shareable link that I just copy paste from, and I will allow any user who have access to this link to be able to chat with the interactive avatar that I just configure with the languages and with the knowledge base. And so we cover the shareable link and the embed options. If you want to really to take this interactive avatar to embed to your website or build a brand new website, I've seen customers, a lot of our customers actually, how they use it is using our APIs or SDKs. And so the API and SDKs, what's the difference if you may ask? The HeyGen SDK essentially, SDK stands for Software Development Kit. It's basically a wraparound of our streaming API. And I can quickly go over our streaming API documentation here. Essentially, all it does is it's all via HTTPS communication to our REST API to create a new session, to start a streaming session, to specify the type of tasks you want to send to HeyGen for streaming. It can be a chatting mode. It can be you giving me a text by typing the prompt to the avatar, or closing the session or interrupt tasks, etc. And so this is the core streaming API. And what the SDK does essentially is the wraparound of this API. So instead of this backend to backend API communication, the SDK does provide a little bit of front-end logic. We make it as an interface functionality for your front-end client to call. This, what I meant by interface, essentially you will see different kind of a wrapper for streaming. So you can configure a streaming avatar. You can specify how you want the avatar to start and response. Here we have a list of streaming events that essentially just make it an object-oriented fashion for you to make API calls to HeyGen. So I don't want to go too much technical in this call, as it's a interactive avatar 101 session. But I would like to go back to our integration path. So to recap, there's 4 ways of integrate with HeyGen's interactive avatar. One is a shareable link, an easy, quick copy paste of the link to be embedded. I've seen customers embed it into their workflow, emails, or chat box to redirect user to chat with the interactive avatar. Or they can essentially embed this iframe into their website, and it feels like their own products. And so lastly, the most native way of integration is, of course, API and an SDK. And when you sign up with HeyGen, you will get an API key, which essentially is the password that all you need to make API calls to HeyGen. So we've covered the type of interactive avatar, custom interactive avatar, and knowledge base, how to create it, how to customize it, and different kind of integration path. And I think this is basically it. One thing to call out is that creating custom knowledge base doesn't cost any credit. Okay, talking about pricing, the streaming avatar is actually one of the cheapest product here at HeyGen. If you buy one API credit, you will get 5 minutes of live streaming with us, and here are the different pricing tier we have. You can go to heygen.com/API-pricing. I've seen most customers start with either Pro or Scale plan. I'm seeing Scale plan, it's the most commonly seen pricing package that mid-market customers or startup that they start with. And if you get better experience with the product and how to like scale it and how to really like productize it in productions, then a lot of people actually go with enterprise, which it's a more sales-led kind of conversation that you will need to talk to one of our account executive. So I will pause here and then I will take a look at the chat session to answer any question you have. Okay, not a lot of question from YouTube, but a lot of question from community. I do see a lot of active conversation with from people who are from the HeyGen community. They are sharing how they are leveraging such cutting edge technology in their business use case, such as real estate broker. So I do recommend every one of you to join our community group. Let me find it. So the most relevant one, if you are joining this session, would be interactive avatar users, or if you are developers, you are welcome to join the API developer groups as well. And if you are looking for enterprise functionality, which including API and web app, you are welcome to join this as well. Each one of this group, you will get real time, like not real time, but like in timely notification when new events coming up. And our team will essentially send out the product updates, event updates, and making sure that you get the best resources on such topic. And as we foster the community environment, our community, the people used to share information, knowledge, use cases, how they use HeyGen, what problem they have, bugs, how to debug in API developer groups and interactive avatar user group. So I highly encourage you to join. Okay, so going back to our problem. Let's see. I see Doug from Real Estate Broker ask a question about using his avatar to make YouTube videos for distressed properties owner can behind in their mortgage payment. Cool use cases. So of course, the interactive avatar is just one of the products of that HeyGen offer. We also have avatar video, which essentially allows user to create videos with an A roles, essentially a persona speaking, like in the fashion of PowerPoint or just for corporate training. So video generation. and also video translation. And I think it's cool to see that interactive avatar can be used in real estate industry as an AI advisory, sort of. Okay, I've seen 10 threads by now, but I've seen users, you guys are making good connection there. I love the vibe. Okay, I see a good question from Mohand, founder of Liberty Insights, asking, can you connect your data sets on your server to be interactive avatar? Can you connect? I don't think I get the question asked. The question about, can you connect your own data sets on your server to be interactive avatar? If you are asking by data set, if you are asking information contains in the knowledge base of the LLM, then yes, you can do that. What I've just shown you or mentioned is about using HeyGen's defaults LLM model. But of course, we have other way of integration that allows you to use your own custom knowledge base, your custom LLM, and still using HeyGen's interactive avatar as the visual layer of the entire conversational AI pipeline. Okay, I see Belinda asking, my personal avatars, the movement are blurred and contain some of the backdrops, photographer, and they're filmed on the black. Yeah, so for troubleshooting problem like this, you're more than welcome to just post a question in the community group, and we will have a dedicated developers advocacy to look into that. And also FYI, our API team also ran office hour excuse me, for detailed troubleshooting every bi-weekly, every other Wednesday, same time, 9 a.m. PST. Daniel from Director of Training at AI Guy Casey asked, can you share your favorite HeyGen use in production testing in this week? Was it anything about? Was there anything that wowed or surprised you? Well, it's a really good question to ask. So I've been HeyGen for a while now, so I've used the products a while now. So the wow moment will be the speed of how our team are moving so fast and how we are always constantly trying to innovate with the best model, either that be LLM, either that be voice model or voice engine. We're also trying to keep up to date and leading the industry in this space. One of the common issues that I'm seeing for interactive avatar is latency and of course integration experience, but latency issue has been improved significantly almost every 2 weeks. Yeah, I would say that's my gut answer. Another question from developer at ScreenLick ask, in a scenario where AI avatars interview with a candidate, does HeyGen AI detect and analyze the candidate's lip sync and corresponding audio, or should it provide match percent? Yeah, so HeyGen, the beauty of being part of the HeyGen's mothership, the bread and butter, where HeyGen does the best job in lip syncing. Interactive avatar leverage that lip syncing and rendering visual effects on top of the speech to text, custom large language model, text to speech pipeline. And so, yeah, so I think to your answer is does HeyGen AI detect and analyze only the candidate lip syncing or corresponding audios? Yes, we do that. So when you create a digital twin of yourself for a custom interactive avatar, we capture that voice of you, and that voice input will be collected, and we will create a voice clone and apply lip syncing on top of after the custom interactive avatar is being generated. Questions about knowledge-based options available for personal avatars. Never seen that by using our own avatar, not platform-based one. Also, we bring up a squares ratio. I personally haven't tested square ratio for personal avatars. I know right now we have portrait and landscape ratio, which is I think 9:18, and vice versa. We need to double check. This is a good feedback. Would you mind post, Belinda, your requests in our community group on specific ask on the square ratio and how you are planning to embed this interactive avatar on your either browser or mobile app? Question about does HeyGen detect and record candidate video, face detection, and lip syncing? Yes, we do all of that, and all of this will be captured in that 2 minutes video footage you submit of yourself. So the higher the quality of the input footage, the better of the outcome they will get. So the more lifelike likeness it will get. Oh, I see Sonny from our community admin. Yeah, she's amazing. So she's starting to pick up some conversation. So yeah, feel free to also ask any question in our community as well. Okay, question from Joe. Is there a way to import or use reg file I have either for API or knowledge base? I don't think so. At least it's not a very common ask, but you are more than welcome to try if that's available in our most custom and native integration, the HeyGen's real-time API. Let me share that. Question about pricing. If I buy Pro Back, do I get assistance on setting things up? The short answer is no. The solutioning support and all the premium customer support, onboarding support will only be provided to customers who are on enterprise tier. Yeah. Check out our HeyGen API pricing page on the differences. I saw one question about the link to Scope. Scope is a platform we use for AI Society for real-time agent. Got it. Oh, I love the motion. People are sharing knowledge and expertise in such webinar. So we have about 8 minutes left. And also, FYI, all those webinar is recorded. You can always go back to HeyGen's community page and replay it at your space, at your own pace. And all the feedback on webinar are valuable to us, so feel free to drop them in the community as well. I'd love to improve the webinar and make it the most useful for you. Okay, question about how should I connect with one session? Do you mind clarify what do you mean by one session? So by design, when you make an API call to HeyGen's streaming API, it's one session at a time. So it's one session per user actually. So you initiate one session for user A, but concurrently you can also initiate another another session for user B. And so by default, if you are on enterprise, you will get 100 concurrent sessions running simultaneously at the same time within your account while using your API key. So it's not one session in sequence, if that's what you are asking. Okay. All right. We have 5 more minutes left. You guys, I'm curious about the use case that you will think of and the reason that you come to this webinar. Can you guys drop a comment of where you're from, what time zone, what country, what industry, what kind of use cases you're looking to build? No response? Oh, I see. There's also other question from YouTube. Sorry about people from YouTube. Question from Ariel. How can avatar ask question in the test about topics in LM? And student answer the test and avatar can give score to the text. So I think all this logic can be built in the knowledge base and into the LLM. So for example, you can say, of course, in the knowledge base, you will have like a set of quizzes and domain expertise knowledge about certain topic for you to quiz the students. And so based on the students' interactions, you can then give or grade the answers and get real-time feedback to the students. I hope that answers your questions. Oh, I love the use cases of building clinical workflows for high-demand physicians to scale social media content creation, and you're from Kansas City. Yeah, I'm also encourage you, Daniel, to join our API FSR because I'm seeing customers from that group share how they build for such use cases from the ground up. They basically incorporate HeyGen's interactive avatar into the existing workflow to automate the entire end-to-end workflow from when users sign up or when users make appointment at clinics, and the physicians or agents from the clinics will, first step is to collect information, do questionnaire, and like pre-screen the symptoms of the patient, and then using HeyGen's interactive avatar for after visit summary. So AI therapist or AI physician is the use case that I think of um, for such things. Realtor in Los Lunas. Oh wow, 4 a.m. in New Zealand. Thanks for joining. Career guidance, so like a AI advisory for career, basically. Also, I encourage all of you to check out our case study or successful customer story on our website. Let me get you a link. Trying to create interactive live training person through this platform. Love to hear that from corporate training use cases. I've seen most commonly seen use cases are education, training, and AI sales role playing. So, for instance, Copy.ai is one of our existing customers for using interactive avatar. They create custom interactive avatar as an AI agent for sales training, real-time coaching, and given specific customized scenario on different calls, they give real-time feedback to the sales rep who just onboarded, and that actually improved the effectiveness of the sales training. I've seen customers using this for educational purposes. So to the previous use case that one of you asked, how to grade students' response quizzes and grade them. This is one good use case as well. I also am seeing customers using interactive avatar embedded into their website to guide user on how to purchase product on the e-commerce platform. So like a advisory on shopping, essentially. Yeah, so I think time is up, and this is it. Thanks so much for joining today's webinar. I'm Chloe, and I will be seeing you next Wednesday on API Office Hour. Bye.